Hello, and welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. And today we're going to begin a series. We're going to look at 4 new beers from Kyoto Brewing Company in Kyoto, Japan, and we'll do them one at a time. And Kyoto Brewing was founded in 2015 by 3 foreign residents of Kyoto City, and actually they weren't all resident in Kyoto when they started. Only one was, I think. And these 3 people are an American, a Canadian, and a Welshman, and they had all lived in Japan for a number of years and in different capacities. I've known the head brewer for a number of years. He worked at a university in Kyoto and was homebrewing for several years, and we used to have the pleasure of tasting his homebrews, when he produced them, and we would have beer tasting sessions, and he would often bring some of his latest brews. And in any case, that's kind of a full disclosure. I know these 3 gentlemen, and I've had the homebrew that the head brewer made before he went professional. He studied in the U.S. and he did an internship at Lost Abbey in California, a very highly renowned brewery, and he then worked for Shiga Kogen Brewery in Nagano Prefecture, which is one of the top craft beer breweries in Japan. In 2015, the same year they started, they were voted the best new brewery by the Rate Beer Best selection. And in 2019, they were rated the best brewery in Japan by the same Rate Beer Best annual selection. They have a tap room in Kyoto. Due to coronavirus, I think their hours are somewhat limited, but it is open generally on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so you can sample their beers. They have 3 main or flagship beers that they make, and a wide variety of seasonals and one-offs as well, and a variety of different series that they make. And this beer, the beers we're going to look at are all in the series. They used to have 2 seasonal lines. Now they have just one. It's called Kimagure series, and these are they have one every spring, summer, fall, and winter. And those are generally pale ales or IPAs, session ales, that sort of thing. They are well known for making Belgian style or Belgian influenced beers, for example, Belgian IPAs and saisons and that sort of thing. On Rate Beer, when I last checked, they had 195 different beers, and on Untapped they had 153, I believe, an average of 3.77, so pretty high ratings overall. So we're going to move on now and get started with the first beer. And again, this is from Kyoto Brewing Company in Kyoto, Japan. And now another in the line of the newer Kyoto Brewing beers that we will look at, 4 different beers from Kyoto Brewing, and it's this one. It's called Kyoto Brewing Senzo Gaeri, and it means they've translated it as throwback, so kind of return. And what they're talking about is a throwback to the West Coast IPAs of the mid 2000s, when West Coast IPAs were kind of ruling the beer world, basically the craft beer world. And this is an 8% beer. It's classified as an IPA on Rate Beer. I kind of think it might be reclassified as a double IPA, certainly at the 8% strength. And 49 international bitter units, which is a little bit lower than many heavy-duty IPAs. Rate Beer, 2 ratings only, and the average is 3.85 out of 5. Untapped, there were 67 ratings when I checked, and the average was a little higher, 3.94 out of 5. And this is a part of their Nakama series, which is the name they've given to the beers on which they do collaborations. Nakama is a Japanese expression that kind of have a connotation of buddy, intimate friends, that sort of thing. And this is a collaboration with Yakima Chief Hops, which is a grower-owned kind of hop cooperative in Yakima, Washington State, United States. The Yakima, that part of Washington is one of the most productive hop growing areas in the entire world. And this focuses on a hop which is called Ahtanum, Ahtanum, and apparently that hop was almost wiped out by disease at a certain point, and through the very hard work of Yakima Chief, they brought it back. So, and this apparently was the first hop that they actually developed at Yakima Chief, and so they worked hard and were able to bring it back. The malt bill for this one is Pilsner, Cara Pils, and a malt that I don't know called T50. The hops are, the bittering hops is Pato, and I'm not familiar with, P-A-H-T-O. Flavor and aroma are Ahtanum and Ahtanum Cryo, Simcoe, and Simcoe Cryo as well. Okay, so we should get some real West Coastiness out of this beer. Again, it's called Kyoto Brewing Senzo Gaidi Throwback, 8%. This is one of my favorite styles, IPAs that are up in this range, double IPAs. Okay, it is a very slightly hazy golden amber color with a nice fluffy finger and a half of foam. You can see the kind of sticky foam there. Oh my, okay, yeah. So, Ahtanum hops are supposedly give off grapefruit, citrusy notes, and this one definitely does. Wow, yeah, absolutely. This takes me back. It's a throwback. Okay, so a ton of grapefruit, maybe some lemon, Simcoe in the background there. Yeah, I think perhaps, well, let's give it a taste. Okay, this has a nice rounded fruitiness, beginning with citrus, maybe some caramel there, and gets a bit weedy, sort of, some dankness. Yeah, and those hops really work on the tongue, moving as you know, as you drink through mid palate and final. Those are really hitting the tongue, and certainly some alcohol warmth is coming up from this 8%. Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, this is exceptionally well made. I think I would probably give this a little bit higher than the rate beer, and on tap scores maybe around 4, something like 4 perhaps. Yeah, as I said, this is one of my favorite styles. I kind of came up with IPAs through this period, even earlier in the early 90s or mid 90s, when IPAs were getting going. Breweries out of Portland, Oregon, and West Coast generally, Southern California as well. Tasty beer. Once again, I highly recommend this one. It is called Kyoto Brewing Senzo Gaidi Throwback, 8%, 49 international bittering units, and it's packed full of those two hops, the Ahtanum and Simcoe. Wow, really quite a nice collaboration with Yakima Chief. So if you live in Japan, go online and you can order from Kyoto Brewing very easily. They have a very easy to use website, and please subscribe to the channel and send me a comment. Okay? Hope you're doing well. It's really, really hot here. It's up to 35 today, maybe 37 tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to rain tomorrow. And then after that, 37, which is, getting up into the mid or high 90s. So, need some beer. Take care. Bye-bye.